We have already seen projection of solid part. Now the three parts are remaining. First one is section of solid, second one is development of solid, and the third one is projection, isometric projection. So now we are seeing the uh, first part, that is a section of solid. So as we already know, if there is a complex structure or complex object, then we have to show uh, either we can represent it with its only two views that are required, top view and front view, or we can show the all the three views that are front view, top view and side view. Okay, but suppose your object is hollow. Okay, then if that hollow part or internal things we cannot uh, show with the help of front view and top view, then what will we do is we cut this section and show its internal parts. Okay, so the action of cutting is called sectioning a solid, and the plane of cutting is called section plane. Okay, so there are how many types of planes are there? Already know, that is vertical plane, horizontal plane, and profile plane. These planes I have already told you, right? So these planes are called principal planes. Okay, so horizontal plane and vertical planes are called principal planes. That is, you already know. The second one is auxiliary planes. So there are three types of auxiliary planes. First one is auxiliary vertical plane. Second one is auxiliary inclined plane, and third one is profile plane. Profile plane, that in that you make the side view. Okay, so first one is auxiliary vertical plane. So this is the plane that is perpendicular to the HP and inclined to the VP at any angle. Okay, the second plane is auxiliary inclined plane. This plane is perpendicular to the VP and inclined to the horizontal plane. Okay, so these names are basically is made with respect to horizontal plane. If it is the vertical plane, the plane that is vertical or perpendicular to the horizontal plane. Auxiliary inclined plane, this plane is inclined to the horizontal plane. Okay, and third one is profile plane, that you already know. Okay, so an auxiliary vertical plane appears as a straight line in its top view, right? Auxiliary vertical plane vertical to the horizontal plane means perpendicular to the horizontal plane and inclined to the vertical vertical plane. So it will be appeared as a straight line when you see it from the top, and straight line is its horizontal trace. So an AVP always cuts top view of the solid. So what is a ST? Suppose there is a line and you extend the line toward the horizontal plane. So wherever it cuts the horizontal plane, it is the horizontal trace of that particular line. Similarly, if there is a plane, we extend the plane toward the horizontal plane. So wherever it cuts the horizontal plane is the horizontal trace of that plane. And what will be that horizontal trace? It will be a straight line. Okay, so horizontal trace of a line is a point, and horizontal trace of a plane is a line. So by using AVP, we want to cut a solid. So how will you cut it? Suppose there is a 3D object, we want to cut it. If you want a 3D object, you can cut it by help of a plane. Similarly, if there is a 2D object, you can cut it by by use of a line. If there is a 3D object, what we are doing? We are making an orthographic projection and showing its top view and front view, and it is the 2D shape. We can cut it the 2D shape by the help of a straight line. So by use of a AVP, if you are using the AVP, how can we cut the solid? We can cut the solid by cutting the top view of the solid, because AVP is a straight line in its top view. Okay, here I will show you how it will work. Okay, so suppose there is some square pyramid is given, so it is your front view and top view. Suppose now I want to cut the square pyramid by use of a AVP. So AVP is a straight line and its top view. So this line will be here. It is your top view. So line will be here. Suppose I want to cut a solid like this. Okay. So it will be inclined to the XY line. If you are seeing the top view, this XY line is the nothing but the top view, vertical plane. So this line is inclined to the vertical plane. Or by definition, it is the AVP. Okay. So if I cut it, so your solid will be look like this. How you will draw this portion, I will show by use of a example problem. Okay, and one thing you have to notice here, this section plane I am drawing by using the dash double dot dash double dot. So whenever you draw the section line, you have to show it by dash double dot dash double dot. Okay, center line, how you show the center line? Dash dot dash dot. So this is your front view and top view, and there's some thing you have to remember it, like after launching a section plane either in a front view or top view, the path toward the observer is assumed to be removed. Okay, after cutting the section plane, obvious there will be two parts, so one part you have to remove. So which part you will remove? The part which is nearer to you. You are the observer, so whatever part will be nearer to you, you have to remove it, right? So when you are cutting it from the top view, where you are standing, you are standing here looking the object from here, then it will be your front view. When you are looking the object from top, it is your top view. What is the dead two portion? One portion is dead and second portion is dead. Okay, so when you are looking the object from, what portion is near to you? This portion. This portion you have to remove. Okay, and the second point you have to remember is, as far as possible, the smaller part is to be assumed to be removed. Okay, these 2 points you have to remember. So finally your solid will be look like this. This is your front view and top view. How you will make it, I will show you by use of an example problem. Okay, similarly AIP appears as a straight line in its front view, and the vertical line is its vertical trace. Similarly, vertical trace is what? When you extend the line toward the vertical plane, or if there is a plane, you extend the plane toward the vertical plane. Wherever it cuts the vertical plane is the vertical trace of that point or vertical trace of that line or plane. Okay, so an AIP always cuts front view of a solid. Okay, so same example problem I am taking. This is your square pyramid is given. Now you are cutting the solid like this. So how it will look like? You can see it in a top view. How it should look like from the top. Okay. So it is the same thing. And which portion you are removing? Which you are looking at looking the object from the here. So this portion will be removed. Okay. And after cutting the section, you have to shade it like this. So this line will be at the 45-degree angle, and these lines will be 1 mm to 2 mm apart from each other. Okay, it is showing with the gray portion that you don't have to do, only you have to draw the lines 1 to 2 mm apart from each other. Okay, and this line will be uh, uh, this gray portion, it is showing with the gray portion that you don't have to do, only you have to draw the lines which will be 45, which will be at the 45-degree angle and 1 mm to 2 mm apart from each other. Okay, here it is written here, they are light inclined at 45 degree with reference line. With the reference line, xy line is your reference line. So from this line it is 45-degree angle and 1 mm to 2 mm apart. The whole thing I have discussed is written here. Okay, and now we are going to the true shape of the section. Okay, so true shape I already discussed when we are learning the projection of the planes. Okay, the same principle I am using here. Suppose this is your solid, you cut it from here, and this is your top view, this is your front view. Now this section, okay, when we are looking from the top, is look like this, and this is not the true shape of the that section, because this line is the inclined to the xy line. Okay, whenever the line is inclined to the xy line, that portion will be reduced, and this is your the reduced portion of that section. So what we want the true shape of that shape. Okay, so how can you make it? When you will see perpendicular to that section, this is your section, you look it from here, then can see the true shape of that section, right? So, and how will you make it? You have to draw the parallel line to that section line. Okay, you are looking this section from the here. So what will you do? You have to draw a line which is parallel to that section line. Now this line will be your new reference line. Okay, it is not drawn here. It is considered the XY line or new reference line similar to that section plane. You can do, and after drawing the new reference line, what you have to do? You have to do you have to take the measurement of that. We are taking the measurement of these points. This point is 1, suppose this point is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Okay, so this will be 1 dash and 2 dash, this will be 3 dash and 4 dash. Okay, so we are taking the measurement from the xy line of these points. So this is the distance of 1.1 from the xy line. This is the distance of 0.2 from the xy line. Similarly, 0.3 and and 0.4 we can measure. Okay. After taking the measurements, what you have to do is you have to draw the perpendicular lines from those points. This is your 1 dash and 2 dash. You have to draw a perpendicular line from that. This is your 3 dash and 4 dash. You have to draw the perpendicular line from here. After drawing the perpendicular lines, same measurement you have to draw here. This is your 1.1. This is your 0.2. Same measurement we are drawing here. Okay. Here the points are not showing, so maybe you are not able to understand. When we will see the example problem, okay, so there will be a proper naming of that points, so you will be understood very well. Okay, and similarly you can mark the point 4 and point 3, and after marking the points you have to join it by the solid line. Okay, like you are setting the sectioning portion here. Similarly, you have to draw the you have to set the true shape of the that section by same rule. Okay, so this is your true shape is completed. Now it is showing here typical section plane typical shape of sections. Like we have already seen it when we are learning the conic sections. Like this is your cone, we cut it from here, so it will be look like a triangle. If we cut it like this, it will be ellipse. It is a parabola, it is hyperbola, it is now another. uh, from cutting the that cylinder, we can get the ellipse, and this is your trapezium. Okay, so how we are cutting this, we already discussed in conic sections, right? So now it is your first example problem. Okay, so it is given that a square pyramid, base 40 mm side, axis 65 mm long, has its base on the HP with two edges of the base perpendicular to the VP. Okay, it is cut by a section perpendicular to the VP, inclined at 45 degree to the HB, and it is given that it is bisecting the axis, though its section top view, sectional side view, and two shape of the section. Okay, so how will you start? You will start uh, similar, similarly you started in the projection of the solid. So what is given in the question? The your base is perpendicular to the sorry, your base is on the HP with two edges of the base perpendicular to the VP. So you have to first draw the top view of that square pyramid with two edges of the base perpendicular to the VP. Okay, so this is your reference line and this is your top view. So square pyramid is given, so pyramid will be look like this. Okay, and similarly you can draw the front view. So here it is showing the center line with dash dot dash dot. Okay, and proper lettering is done here, A B C D. Okay, now we are cutting cutting this solid by using that plane. It is 45 degree with HP, so it will be uh, here, somewhere here, by bisecting the axis. So this is your axis, so this line will be passed through midpoint of that axis. Okay, so this is your midpoint, this is your that section plane. Okay, which is passing through the midpoint of that axis. So this section plane is cutting the O dash, A dash, and O dash, D dash. These two slant edges here. Similarly, this O dash, B dash, and O dash, C dash. This section plane is cutting these two slant edges here. Okay, so we can give these points some names. Okay, so O dash, A dash, this is point 1 dash, and on O dash, D dash, that point is 4 dash. Similarly here 2 dash and 3 dash. So these points we can transfer it to the top view of that solid. Okay, so this point will be what, 1, and this will be 4. How? If this is your OA and this 1.1 is on the OA. Okay, so when we are transferring it to the top view of the solid, so 0.1 will be here. Similarly, 0.4 will be here. Similarly, 0.2 and 3 you can transfer it to the top view of a solid, and you can join it by a line. Okay, so this is your now top view and front view. Your top view and front view is complete. Okay, remember you don't have to do the that gray portion which is showing here. You don't have to do it. Only you have to make the lines. Okay, and their light means you have to make it with the help of 2H pencil. Okay, the this portion, this other portion will be, you can make it from the HB pencil, and this shaded line you have to make it with the help of 2H pencil because they are light. Okay, so your front view and top view is complete. Now you have to make the side view or true shape of that section. Okay, so how will you make the true shape of that section? You have to draw a new reference line, or you can consider the reference line, uh, this uh, this line only, 1 dash 2 dash or 3 dash 4 dash. Okay, after drawing the reference line, you have to draw the perpendicular lines, right? Then you have to measure the uh, distances of these points 1 2 3 4 from the xy line. So this green line is showing the measurement of the point 1 from the xy line, and you can mark it like that. Similarly, point 4, point 2 and point 3, you can mark it, and you can join it by a solid line, and you have to set this portion similarly you are doing here. Okay, and how will you draw the side view of that section, side view of this solid? You can draw a line like this. Then drawing this line, what you have to do, suppose this is a solid. Okay, so when you are looking at the solid from the here, okay, so the side view of that solid will be right side of that front view. Similarly, if you are looking the solid from the here, your side view will be that side of your front view. Okay, when I taught taught you the projection, okay, at first class of the projection, I have told you that thing, side view can be this side also and that side also, but always beside the front view. Okay, and this is your first angle projection. Okay, so for making the side view, we are looking at the solid from the here. You have to draw the projectors. Okay, from each and every points you have to draw the projectors. Similarly, from the top view also you have to draw the projectors. Okay, so here it is drawn. Okay, after drawing the projectors from the top view, you have to make a line at the 45-degree, or you can uh, cut the arc taking this point as a center, and this is your radius. You can transfer the point A and B like this also, and by making a line at the 45-degree, you can also transfer these points. Similarly, point D and C, you can transfer it. Similarly, this is a center line. Okay, and you have to draw the projectors from these points as well. So this is your side view. Okay, now point 1 and 4 and point 3 and 2. Okay, so from point 1 and 4, you are drawing the projector. This point 1 will be on the OA, so this is your OA, so point 1 will be here. Similarly, point 4 is on the slant edge OD, so this is your O double dash D double dash, so point 4 will be here. Okay, similarly, you can transfer the points from here also. This is your point 1. Okay, so this so you can transfer the all the points. So this is your this is your side view. And first, the one thing you have to remember is that the removed portion, okay, this is your removed portion, and here this is your removed portion. So this removed portion you have to make it with the help of 2H pencil only, and the remaining main portion you have to draw draw it with the help of HB pencil. Okay, so now we are looking the another problem. This is the same problem as previous, but the only difference is here this has its base on the HP and all the edges of the base equally inclined to the VP. Earlier, the two base, the edge of the base was perpendicular to the VP. Here, all the edges of the base equally inclined to the VP, and the remaining portion is same. Okay, so first we have to draw the base of the square pyramid. So this is your base, which is equally inclined to the vertical plane, and now we are making the front view of that pyramid. So this is your front view, and now I am bisecting the axis here O B dash D dash. I am bisecting the axis, and after bisecting the axis, this section plane is cutting the O dash A dash at this point, O dash B dash and O dash D dash at this point, and O dash C dash at this point. Now, now what we have to do is we have to transfer these points on the top view of the solid, like we done in the previous problem. So this is your one point. This is on the slant edge of O dash A dash. This is your OA. So this point will be somewhere here. Similarly, O dash C dash. This point will be somewhere here. Now, this point, how will you transfer this point on OB and OD? That thing I have already told you in a solid projection of solid. How this from this point, okay, you have to draw a line horizontal to the base. Remember, horizontal to the base. Okay, suppose this portion is inclined, this solid is inclined at some angle. Okay, so you have to always remember you are drawing the line always horizontal to the base. Okay, so when this portion is inclined somewhere here and this point is, this line will be now horizontal to the base and horizontal to the xy line here. But when this solid is inclined to some angle, then that line will not be parallel to the xy line. It will be parallel to the base AC always, and that case this line will be somewhere here like this, so it will not be parallel to the xy line. Remember this. Okay, so you have to make a line horizontal to the base, and so basically what you are doing, you are transferring the point from slant edge OB and OD to the slant edge OA. Okay, so suppose you are considering you are cutting the solid. Okay, suppose you are cutting the solid like this. Okay, your section plane is parallel to the AC. Okay, you are cutting the solid like this. So what will happen? All the points, okay, on the slant edges will be equally distance from the center point. Okay, if I am cutting the section plane parallel to the base, so it will be cut. It will cut the OA somewhere here and OC somewhere here, and OB and OD at this point. So this from the center line, the distance of a point 1 and distance of point 3. Here you can see it is same. Similarly, point 2 and 4. This is a point 2 and 4. So the from the center line, the distance of a point 2 and 4 will be same as this and this. Okay, so basically, so in this problem what we are doing, we are transferring the point on the slant edge O dash and A dash. Okay, so this portion is easy. 1 and 3 I am transferring here. Okay, and 2 and 4 I am transferring it on this slant edge O dash and A dash, and this point I am transferring here. This point is now on O dash A dash, so this is your OA, so this is your point. Now I am transferring it back to the OB and OD. How? From the center point, this distance is that, okay, here. So similarly, this point, this distance I am drawing here on the OB and OD by making an arc with the center point O and the radius O to that point. Okay, so this is your now 2 and 4. Okay, that question I have already told you in a solid as well, but I am telling you here again. Okay, so this is your top view. Okay, the that thing is different here, and the other portion section true shape of the solid, and in this question the transferring of the points is the only difference from the previous question. And now your top view will look like this, front view will look like this, different from the previous question, of course. So the only difference is the transfer of a point, and the other portion is same as the in the previous question. So this is your true shape. You can measure the distance of a point 1 2 3 4 from the XY line, and you can mark it similar to that of a previous question. Okay, so this is now your true shape, and this will be your side view. Okay, so I am not explaining that portion again, so it is same as the previous question. Okay, so this is your side view. Okay, and like the previous question, the removed portion is made of a 2H pencil, and the main portion is made of a HB pencil. And always remember, whatever video I am showing you, this portion is either gray or black, but you don't have to do that. You have to make the lines light with the help of a 2H pencil at the angle of 45 degree with the reference line and 1 mm to 2 mm apart. Okay, and also here it is a section, so you have to set it that portion also. This portion also you have to set it. Okay, this is your another question. In the next question, what is given? A pentagonal pyramid base 30 mm side and axis 60 mm long is lying on one of its triangular faces on the HP with axis is parallel to the VP. Okay, and a vertical section plane. Vertical section plane means it is AVP, auxiliary vertical plane. Okay, whose HT bisects the top view. So as we know, AVP is used for cutting the top view of the solid. So this is okay. Whose HT bisects the top view of the axis and makes an angle of 30 degree. So inclination of that plane is 30 degree with the reference line, and cuts the pyramid, removing its top part. So after cutting the solid, you have to remove its top part. Okay, and draw the top view, sectional view true shape of the section, and development of the surface. So development of the surface uh, I will teach you when we will see the development of the surface in the next topic. Okay, I will show you here top view, sectional view, and true shape of the section only. Okay, so how you will uh, start the solution. Uh, Pentagonal pyramid is lying on the HP with its triangular face on the HP. Okay, so when you will draw the front view and top view, okay, your triangular face is lying on the HP. So when you will draw the front view, one of its straight line should represent its triangular face. So you have to make the top view like this, that one of its straight line should represent the triangular face. Okay, same thing I told you when we are learning the projection of the solid. So same thing we are doing here also. Okay, so I will first make the front top view of the pentagonal pyramid. It is your base, and after drawing the base, okay, you have to find the center of the pyramid. This is how you can find the center of the pyramid. Okay, now you can make the front view of the solid. This O dash, B dash, E dash, O dash uh, height measurement of the O dash from the XY line is nothing but the 60 mm, right? Then you can join the O dash with the other points A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, and E dash. Okay, so here your O dash, C dash, D dash is nothing but the triangular face of the solid. You can see here your O dash, C dash, O, C, and D. O, C, and D is nothing but your one of its triangular face of the pentagonal pyramid. So here it is the front view of the O, C, and D. It is represented by a straight line here, right? So now we can uh, we can lie the triangular face on the HP because it is represented by a triangular face. It is represented by a straight line. Okay. So now you can draw the O dash, C dash, D dash here like this, and after drawing this you can find the A dash because you know the distance of the A dash from the C dash, D dash, and O dash. So like this you can draw the A dash. So this is your triangle is completed. Now you know the position of B dash, E dash from point A, and this point you know this location of this point with respect to point A dash or any other point C dash, D dash. So you can also find this location of this point also. Okay, after doing that, this is a front view. Now we will make the top view of that solid. We have to make the top view of the solid. So for making the top view of the solid, we have to draw the projectors from the each and every point like this. Okay, I will show you, right? And also you have to draw the projectors from these points A, B, C, D, E, and O. So wherever they are cutting, like from O, this is your projector. From O, this is your projector. This point is nothing but the O. From A, this is your projector. From A, this is your projector. So this point is nothing but the A. Similarly, you can get the other points A1, B1, C1, D1, this is your E1 and this is your O1. So when you're drawing the top view of the solid, okay, which portion is visible and which portion is not visible? How will you decide? I have already told you when we are learning the projection of the solid. When you see it from the top, your O dash A dash will be visible, okay, and this is your triangular face OAB, okay. So OB and E point will uh, will be visible to you when you see it from the top, because they are not just below the A point, right? They are uh, so, and also when you see the top, see the solid from the top, your base is also visible. All the points will be visible. This portion is visible to you. So the portion which are visible to you, you can draw it with the help of HB pencil and continuous line. And which portion is not visible, you have to draw it with the help of dash line and HB pencil. Okay. Or what you can do, you will make all the diagram with the help of 2H pencil only, because we have to cut the solid. And after cutting the solid, remaining portion you have to draw with the help of HB pencil, and the portion has uh, which you have to remove, you have to draw it with the help of 2H pencil, right? So first we will draw all the diagram with the help of 2H pencil only. So your base is visible, and your this face is visible O1 A1 B1 O1 A1 E1. Your and your two slant edges O dash C dash D dash is not visible. So you will make it with the help of dash line like this. Okay. Now your top view is completed, and this point is also you have to mark it here, right? So this is your now axis. With the help of the red line I have shown here, this is your center line, right? Now by use of vertical section plane whose ST bisects the top view of the axis, so you have to bisect the top view of the axis. So you can bisect the solid like this also, and like this also, right? So how will you decide that uh, you have to cut it like this or you have to cut it like this? So it is given that after cutting the solid, remove its top part. Suppose you are cutting the solid like this, okay. After cutting the solid, you have to remove the portion which is nearer to you. If you cut the solid like this, you have to remove this part, and this part is the bottom of the solid, right? If you cut the solid like this, so this top portion will cut out, right? And you have to remove the top part. So, and this part is nearer to you. So you are fulfilling the requirement of the question. So you have to cut the solid like this. So like this, you can cut the solid. Okay. After cutting the solid, you can see how it is cutting the solid. This section plane is cutting the slant edge OB at this point, OC at this point, OA at this point, and OD at this point, and A1 E1 at this point, and D1 E1 at this point. So I will name all the points like I do previously. On O1 A1, this is your point 1, OB this is your point 2, OC this is your point 3, and OD this is your point 4. Now there are two more points on AE and ED. So if we go clockwise, your A1 B1, B1 C1, C1 D1, D1 E1. So this is your point 5 and this is your point 6 on A1 E1. So this is your point 5 and this is your point 6. So your uh, top view is completed. Now you have to mark all these points on the front view. So you can see your point 5 is on a E1 D1. So this is your E dash and D dash. So this point 5 will be somewhere here. Similarly, point 6 is on a A1 E1. This is your point A1 E1. So point 6 will be somewhere here. Similarly, point 4 is on a OD. So this is your OD. So your point 4 will be somewhere here. Okay. Your point 6 is somewhere here. Similarly, you can mark point 1, 2 and 3 on OA, OB and OC like this. Okay. And after marking the points, you can join all the points clockwise or anti-clockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 6 to 1. Okay. So your top view and front view is completed. Now remaining after cutting the solid, remaining portion you have to draw with the help of HB pencil, right? So you can mark all the points which are remaining after the cutting with the help of HB pencil like this. So your front view and top view is completed. Now you have to make the true shape of the solid. So this is same. You have to mark a new reference line. Either you can take the section plane as a reference line, or you can draw a parallel line. It is drawn here. You can draw the parallel line uh, to that line. Okay, and this is your now new reference line. Okay, and you have to draw the projectors from each and every point like this. And after drawing the projectors, you have to take the measurement of point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the front view. So this is your point 1 here. So you can measure the distance of point 1 from the XY line like this. Point 2, point 3 is on the XY line. Point 4 is on the XY line. Point 5 you can measure the distance. Point 6 you can measure the distance. After taking the measurements, you can mark all the points here. Okay, so this is your now true shape of the section. Okay.